She thought humans were fools. Then one proved her wrong. Zara stood on the bridge of her warship looking down at the small blue planet below. Her silver skin gleamed under the ship lights, and her 4 arms moved with practiced grace across the control panels. The Valdari Empire had sent her here to study these creatures called humans before the invasion began. For 3 cycles she had watched them through long-range sensors. She saw their wars, their pollution, their endless conflicts. Primitive beings who could barely leave their own atmosphere. How could such foolish creatures pose any threat to the mighty Valdari? Her second-in-command, Kex, approached with the latest reports. "Commander, the humans have detected our scout ships. They are sending what they call a diplomatic vessel to make contact." Zara laughed a sound like crystal bells. "Do they think we want to talk? Let them come. We will capture their ship and learn everything about their defenses." The human ship appeared 2 days later. Much smaller than any Valdari vessel, it looked fragile and poorly designed. Zara ordered her crew to bring it into their docking bay using tractor beams. When the airlock opened, 3 humans stepped out. The first was a tall woman with brown hair wearing a simple blue uniform. Behind her came an older man with gray hair and a younger woman with red hair. All 3 looked calm despite being surrounded by armed Valdari soldiers. "I am Captain Lisa Morgan of Earth Defense Corps," the brown-haired woman said. Her voice was steady and she showed no fear. "This is my science officer, Dr. Paul Grant, and communications officer, Amy Foster. We come in peace seeking dialogue." Zara studied the human captain, smaller than a Valdari with only 2 arms and pale pink skin. Yet something in her eyes made Zara pause. The human showed no sign of terror, even facing beings who could crush her easily. "You are our prisoners now," Zara declared. "Your species will surrender or face destruction. We have studied you for 3 cycles. You fight among yourselves, destroy your own world, and lack the technology to defend against us." Captain Morgan smiled slightly. 3 cycles. That explains why your information is so outdated." "What do you mean?" Zara demanded. The human captain looked around the bridge with interest. "Your sensors are impressive but limited to light speed observation. What you observed happened years ago. The signals and images take time to travel across space. Impossible." Zara snapped. "Our technology is far superior to anything your primitive species could develop." Dr. Grant stepped forward with respect. "Commander, your people clearly have advanced faster than light travel. Yet you seem to lack real-time intelligence gathering. Earth has changed considerably in recent years." Zara felt the first hint of doubt. "Would you have us believe your backward species made some great advancement in mere cycles?" Amy Foster spoke up. "We learned something important 3 years ago when we discovered we were not alone in the universe. We realized we had to grow up fast." The human captain continued. "We stopped fighting each other and focused on survival. Our greatest scientists worked together instead of competing. Every resource was directed toward one goal: defending our world." "You lie," Zara said, but uncertainty crept into her voice. Captain Morgan pulled a small device from her belt. "With your permission, I would like to show you something." Zara nodded to her guards, who allowed the human to activate the device. A hologram appeared showing Earth from space. But this was not the Earth Zara had observed. The planet was surrounded by massive orbital platforms. Dozens of sleek warships patrolled between them. Energy shields flickered around major population centers. "This is Earth as it exists today," Captain Morgan explained. "When we realized an invasion fleet was coming, we had 18 months to prepare. Every nation contributed. Every brilliant mind focused on the problem." Dr. Grant added, "We discovered something remarkable about humans under extreme pressure. We become more than the sum of our parts. Our creativity and determination multiply exponentially." The hologram changed, showing factories across Earth working at incredible speed, humans and machines laboring together to build weapons and defenses. The images showed a species transformed from scattered tribes into a unified civilization. Zara stared at the display. "How is this possible?" "Your technology was centuries behind. Ours, Amy Foster smiled. We had excellent teachers. She gestured to the Valdari ship around them. Every scout probe you sent, every scanning beam, every transmission taught us something new about your technology. Captain, Morgan continued, we reverse engineered your faster-than-light communications from intercepted signals. Your own sensor sweep showed us how to build better shields. We learned by watching you watch us. The blood drained from Zara's face. You used our own reconnaissance against us, Dr. Grant nodded. Human beings have one trait that sets us apart from other species. We adapt. We learn. We survive. When faced with extinction, we do not surrender. We evolve. The hologram now showed the approaching Valdari invasion fleet, but surrounding them were hundreds of human ships. They had been hidden using advanced cloaking technology learned from studying Valdari scout patterns. Your fleet is already surrounded, Captain Morgan said quietly. We know your ship positions, your weapon capabilities, your command structure. 3 years of observation taught us everything about Valdari, military doctrine. Zara gripped her command chair. This cannot be. Your species was primitive. We planned this invasion for decades. Amy Foster stepped forward. That is exactly why you will lose. You planned for the humans you observed years ago, but we are not those humans anymore. We became something new, something you never anticipated. The human captain looked directly at Zara. We did not come here to surrender. Commander, we came to offer you terms. Your invasion force is trapped. Your ships are outnumbered 10-1. You can retreat now with honor or face destruction, Dr. Grant added. We studied your culture too. Commander Zara, the Valdari respect strength. Above all else, look around you and tell me what you see. Zara realized the truth. The humans had outmaneuvered her entire species. They had turned the Valdari own strengths against them, using superior Valdari technology to spy on the spies, learning from their enemies while remaining hidden until the perfect moment. Captain Morgan extended her hand toward Zara. We do not want war, Commander, but we will fight if we must. The choice is yours. For long moments, silence filled the bridge. Zara looked at her officers, seeing doubt and fear in their eyes. They had prepared to conquer a primitive world. Instead, they found themselves facing an enemy that had studied them for years and learned their every weakness. The human captain waited patiently. Her steady gaze never wavered. This was not the behavior of a primitive being. This was the calm confidence of a predator that had already won. Zara slowly reached out and took the offered hand. The human grip was firm and warm, very different from the cold touch of Valdari skin. Perhaps the human captain said, we can learn from each other instead of destroying each other. Your people have much knowledge to share, and we have shown we can be valuable allies rather than conquered subjects. Dr. Grant nodded. The universe is vast and full of dangers. Neither of our species needs to face those threats alone. Amy Foster added. We intercepted communications from the Hive Collective moving toward this sector. Both Earth and Valdara Prime lie in their expansion path. We could fight each other and both fall to the Hive, or we could stand together. Zara considered this. The Hive Collective was the greatest threat in known space. Machine intelligences that consumed entire star systems, converting all
matter into more machines. If they were moving toward this region, both species would need every advantage. She thought of her people back on Valdara Prime. They had sent her to conquer an easy target and claim new territory for the Empire. Instead,
she had discovered beings who could match Valdari cunning and exceed their adaptability. Captain Morgan seemed to read her thoughts. We monitored your communications, Commander. Your people are honorable warriors who value strength and courage. They will respect opponents who proved themselves worthy, rather than subjects who surrendered without a fight. The human was right. Valdari culture celebrated worthy enemies far more than weak victims, a species that could turn their own tactics against them and trap an entire invasion fleet would earn grudging respect from the Empire. I will contact the fleet commander. Zara decided. Tell him what we have learned here. Perhaps this can end with alliance instead of annihilation. Dr. Grant smiled, beginning of something better than either species could achieve alone. As Zara composed her message to the Valdari fleet, she reflected on the lessons learned. She had thought humans were primitive fools who would easily fall to superior technology. Instead, she found beings who could learn faster, adapt quicker, and think more creatively than any species she had encountered. The small blue planet below held not conquest but partnership. Not subjects but equals who could teach the Valdari as much as they could learn. The invasion was over before it began, but something far more valuable had taken its place. Captain Morgan had been right. The universe was vast and dangerous, but together, two species could face anything that waited in the dark, between the stars.